Hey, what's going on, everybody? Nick Push here. If you're a returning listener and subscriber, once again, thank you guys for all your support. Thanks for tuning in to all these crazy videos I got going on. If you're new, I appreciate you guys giving me a chance and checking me out. Do me a favor, if you like what you see, if you like cool Halloween videos and horror videos and all kinds of crazy shit that I got planned for the upcoming future, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate your support. That being said, today I got another ranking video. Today I am going to rank all the incarnations of Dr. Samuel Loomis. And I am going to include the zombie versions of him. And you might be surprised who's number one. So stick around and find out. So Dr. Loomis, what more can you say, about his character? Yes, I get that Laurie Strode is probably the more popular character, especially nowadays, but for me, what separated Halloween and all the other horror franchises was Dr. Loomis. He's basically Captain Ahab going after Moby Dick. He's just a classic character brought to life by Donald Pleasance, rest in peace, and then later in the zombie remakes by Malcolm McDowell. So I'm going to rank them. There's 7 versions of him. You got 5 of them from the original series, and then you have the 2 Rob Zombie versions. So let's start out right at number 7. Probably no surprise here. It's going to be the Dr. Loomis from Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. Look, what they did with this character pissed me off. I get what they were trying to do. I get it. Totally understand, It's a very human thing. You get a little bit of fame with a book, you kind of turn into an asshole. I get it. We see it all the time. But don't do it to fucking Dr. Loomis. Come on. So it just pissed me off. I can't rank him any higher than last. It's just what they did to his character was, it was just inexcusable for me. So he's last. Coming in at number 6, Rob Zombie's Halloween 1, Dr. Loomis. I didn't hate what McDowell did with his character. Him being ranked 6th, second last, it has nothing to do with Malcolm McDowell. It really just has everything to do with Donald Pleasance and maybe me being, an old school guy and liking the original incarnation. But I thought he was serviceable. It was interesting seeing some of his sessions with Michael, as much as we didn't need to see that. We got to remember, different universe, different movie. Do I like it? No, but it was interesting seeing it, and I thought his character was serviceable. That's probably the best I can say about it. He was fine. So he's at number 6 for me. Coming in at number 5. What a coincidence. Halloween 5. Look, at this point, Loomis has seen the events of 78 and 81, but obviously the same night in 78. And then 10 years later in 88, Michael's back, and Loomis is getting a little amped up. But holy shit, in part 5, he's just fucking off his goddamn rocker. He's not threatening Jamie, but he's kind of in her face. He's setting up booby traps at the Myers house and using Jamie as fucking bait. I didn't like how far they took him. I get it, like I said, I understand the character development. I understand all that. Doesn't mean I'm, the biggest fan of it. And he does have the great line in this. He's got a great line in everything he does. But, his great line in this, I prayed that he would burn in hell. But in my heart, I knew hell would not have him. Just a great line. Highlight of that movie for me. So Halloween 5, number 5. Coming in at number 4 is going to be Halloween 6, The Curse of Michael Myers. Donald Pleasance really aged a lot in the 6 years between the release of Halloween 5 and Halloween 6, and he kind of took a step to the background in this movie. Now, some of that is just the nature of the movie. Some of that is because Donald Pleasance died in post-production. So yeah, he just stepped in the background a little bit, but he kind of became almost like an Obi-Wan Kenobi to Tommy. I almost said Tommy Jarvis to Tommy Doyle's Luke Skywalker. So it was almost a passing of the torch, but he was still important. I liked the gray. I liked that he admitted to Dr. Wynn, I don't want to do this alone. Now he got fucked over, but that's another story. But good performance for what it was. Can't rank it any higher than this, but I liked him in this movie. All right, top 3. Before I get to my number 3, all of these incarnations of Loomis I fucking love. I can't believe I have to put my number 3 at number 3, but that just tells you number 2 and 1 how amazing they were. But number 3 is going to be Halloween 2, 1981's Dr. Loomis. There's a lot of great scenes in this. The scenes with Brackett. I shot him 6 times. The scenes with, Hunt and, at the Myers house, and then obviously the marshal. What do you do? Fire a warning shot? I love his speech about, the darkness inside ourselves, the unconscious mind in the back of the marshal's car. Just classic. And then he fucking sacrifices himself to stop the evil. It's time, Michael. Boom. Just fucking amazing. Like I said, I can't believe this is at number 3 because I love this movie and I love the way Loomis is in this movie. It's perfect. But it's at number 3 for me. Coming in at number 2. Oh my God, guys. Oh my God. I'm about to blow your mind. The OG, 1978. I'll get to why the next one is number 1, but let's talk about this for just a moment. The Devil's Eyes monologue. Probably my favorite speech, maybe, if not in horror history, or if not in cinema history, definitely in horror history. Just his cadence, everything about it. He's very calm. He knows, he's telling Brackett, he's been here. I'm his doctor. He's been here once before. I think he'll come back. Death has come to your little town, Sheriff. You can either ignore it, or you can help me to stop it. And then, of course, the underrated line to, Yo, Lonnie, get your ass away from there. And then the smile, just classic. He is the one that tells us, basically, what we're seeing with the shape we're not imagining, that he's there and not there, that he's got this little supernatural ability that you can't put your fingers on. When you combine that with Loomis's speeches, holy fuck, it just makes the hair on your neck stand up. So I love it. It's at number 2. It should be at number 1, I get it. But my number 1 is Halloween 4. I love this incarnation of Loomis. I fucking love it. He's just 10 years have passed and, he hasn't lost it at this point, but he's not fucking around anymore. From the moment we see him when he's walking down the hallway with a cane, walking into Hoffman's office, why wasn't I notified? You let them take it out of here. And, just explaining to Hoffman. Hoffman thinks he's fucking crazy. Then the scene with Loomis at the gas station, and he's, Michael, why now? You've waited 10 years. You want another victim? Take me. Just fucking perfect. He's badass diving over like barrels and shit when Michael, sets the gas station in flames, as Loomis says. Just classic. His conversation with Reverend Sayer. And then the kicker, the reason why this is number 1, is when he walks into the police station and he's talking to Brackett. 6 bodies, Sheriff, that's what I've seen between here and Richmond. A filling station in flames. I tell you, Michael Myers is here in this town. He's here to kill that little girl and anybody who gets in his way. Just fucking awesome. This time he's not calm, talking to the sheriff. So just awesome. And then probably one of my favorite, most underrated lines that he has is when he's leaving the Meeker's house, going back to the Carruthers house, and Deputy Logan's like, he says something like, the state police won't know how to stop him. And Deputy Logan goes, do you know how to stop him? He goes, maybe nobody knows how to stop him. Pauses for a second and goes, but I've got to try. That line just sums Loomis up to me. I don't know what to do, but I've got to try. So Halloween 4, I know that's kind of blasphemous, guys, but that is my favorite incarnation of Dr. Samuel Loomis. What do you guys think? What's your favorite incarnation? Are you sticking with the original? I will not argue with that. I cannot argue with that. I love it. But for me, it's Halloween 4. Let me know your thoughts, and thanks for watching, everyone.